Okay. Okay. And so, Anuradha ji, you come here, come here, yeah, yeah, so you guys can see it. Okay. So basically, right, have you done this before? No. No, that's okay. Perfect. For everybody, there is a one first time. There is always first time, right? You have done this multiple times,
No,
probably.
I didn't, but I attended your previous session with
Okay,
the
that's
cousins,
okay.
yeah.
No, you have confidence. You're a dancer and everything, so you can do it very nicely. That's fine. So basically, right, there are two ways of doing this kind of thing. One is like, okay, which majority of organization do, they will just write one thing, one paper, who is next, all performances, few sentences, and they do it this way. But we are eYogi Gurukul. This is how we do it. This is professional, highly professional way. Like this is if you go anywhere. So for you specifically, Tathagat, this is a lifelong skill. So this is a skill which you need in your life every single day, specifically when you are preparing for an interview. Because when you go for interview, the most important thing is anxiety comes in. Interview is all about how you present yourself. So in here, if you can present yourself to 300 people, you can obviously face 3 4 people in interview. So this is a very good skill. So Hanumantaji and me, we were recording earlier. If you go back here, see this here, you are our 10th 10 MCs we have prepared in Gurukul. 10. No other organization gives this level of privilege to, yeah, 10 people we have created, and half of them are kids. So we are preparing the next generation for this kind of skill. So it's a very good skill. So this script, thanks to our Shalja ji, she came up with the first one draft, then we drafted it. And the way you will find it in this script, this is how the Hollywood and Bollywood, they do as well. So if you go in any organizations who are doing event management, this is how they do it. Every line is written in it. So which means if you look at here, MC1, MC2, MC3, what you are going to see is there, right? So this is the script which you now, there is a lot of content in it. So how the sequence will flow from here on is the first day we're meeting, you will go through one recitation, you all three will do, he's there on the video. So you will do that one. And after that, you will have a regular, every week you are meeting online. So one of you will take in charge. So from this day, the script belongs to you, Anuradha ji, say for example, or maybe your exams are finished, right? So maybe you take this time charge of this, right? So you will be in charge of this script from start to finish, which means any changes the organization people are doing, you are managing. How you manage, so you need to remember, all three of you, right? How the script works in an event management. So here is the stage, right? On the stage, 1 MC, 2 MC, 3 MC, 1, 2, 3, right? 3 MCs are there. And what's happening on the stage, you need to think during this event, what's happening here. On the left hand side, there are stairs. On this side of the temple, you have all your performances. So performances are being managed here. So who will be here? Sudakshana ji, right? And probably another girl there. They are managing these. So when you come off the stage, you are going on this side, right? You're always going on this side and you're totally in sync with Sudakshana ji. So this is performance committee. So the one person you need to be in sync, you and you as a backup, is performance committee. That's number one, right? Number two, you need to be in sync with another guy. Who can guess?
You?
No, not me. I won't be there. Think about what's happening on stage. Stage is having performances. So if a person comes for dance, what should happen?
We will make sure that everybody to be attentive that too.
Yeah, no, but what's the most important thing with the
clean the area to
no,
be
no,
dance.
no. If the dance, audio track, the
Audio
dance.
track. Okay. I think performance committee will take care of that. Yeah?
No, no, no.
Okay.
So they are only managing this portion, right?
Only
So there is a guy called audio video, right? This is the audio video setup guy. And in our case, this is Prashant ji, right? Prashant or Pradyumanji. Okay, remember this. Pradyumna ji. These two guys, Prashant Bhai is there with the laptop. So he is managing. So you are managing him. And the third guy you need to manage, which is event manager. In this case, event manager, who is your, in this case, Hemant Bhai. If you probably not need him all the time. The reason you as a lead MC here, lead, right? And this is backup. Why we have 3 people there? You know that? We have had a situation where one person got ill. So we have 3 people. So at least 2 can survive, right? I can always come as MC, that's no problem. But that's why we always have 3. So there is a reason behind it. This is the years of experience. So lead MC and backup MC. So lead MC is always in contact with this. Why? Because the moment you go off the stage, you're telling them, next performance is dance or Vedic mantra. Do you have kids ready, Sudakshana ji? Yes. Audio video guy, do you have track ready? Yes. Okay, great. So audio video guy will also be here somewhere. So you're totally in sync. You also need to remain in sync. Why? Because you need to watch the time. So if the time is basically running out, you have the most privilege there. You make that decision along with this and this. Nobody else will come there. People like me will never come into the picture. Only 4 people are making decision on the spot. One performance cancelled. Nobody will ask you or challenge you why it got cancelled. We will explain to the people who manages the flow. So from start time. So in this case, we have invited people 11:30, but we believe we will start at 12, right? 12 p.m. and we need to finish by 2, at least 2:30. The 2:30 will be the last thing, right? Because then they have Aarti. We need to try 2 o'clock, we need to finish. The worst we should push is 2:15. So this is the time you got to manage all. But in this time period, if the temple comes and they put pressure on you, the event venue, and they say, no, you cannot do it, right? Many times it happens. In that case, you are the judge. You need to make that call saying, okay, you know what? We will potentially cancel this, or we will let it go. You convince, or you just say, we are going to make a decision right there. You don't need anyone's permission. You, along with performance committee member and audio video and event director making a call, we are cutting a performance. Later on, Hanumantaji, my job, we will explain to them what happened and we will apologize. Do you get me? The role of MC is important here. So you are not only managing this, you're managing this, you're managing this, you're managing this, and the total time and the flow of event. Okay? So this is the part. So that's why sometimes you're a little bit under pressure, right? And that's what the part of the job is, right? So to explain. So this is what you need to understand. That's one thing, right?
So how we are doing certification this time? Because that is the
Yes.
most consuming time.
Yes. So certification, that's where you, me, everybody need to align on this along with these people. So what we are going to do this time, probably that we will have at least 3 people there lined up, 3 people in here. The kids will be lined up for certification. So you should get, so from here on, the day you get this script, you are asking for each performance, right? You're going into the meeting, you're asking in the performance, in the meeting that, okay, who are the kids here? So you write down the name of the kids. You need to just update this. This is the revision 0 of it. You need to produce the next revision. Who are the kids' name? Who are those? What will also happen as we go closer to the event, some may drop out, some may add in. So today, if you have only 4 people, tomorrow it may be 5 or 3, right? So you need to update the list accordingly. And these changes will go on until the last minute. That's how the job is. It's so fluid, right? But ultimately, if you have this kind of document with you, you can't go wrong. So that's why the most important part is you update this thing and it goes to everybody saying this is the latest RAV. You continuously update it. And that's the part of the job. So how do we manage it? We will have at least 3 people managing it. So you get the sequence first. You ask them beforehand when we do practice, all the certificates should be lined up accordingly to that. Same, they are putting one on top of other or whatever it is, and the kids will be lined up accordingly. And then this performance committee and one of you, because you don't need 3 people, don't need to be here. So one is coordinating here. and then the next guy coming here. So it's part of the sequence that when you do a certificate distribution, you have 3 guests, right? You have 1 chief guest, you have 2 special guests, right? We believe that one of the special guests may not arrive. So in this case, we only have 2 guests. Hanumantaji may decide maybe we'll appoint 1 more guest as a special guest, give privilege, so we can decide later on. So you will have probably 3 guests. So what you're doing is you're distributing the certificate. Say we have 100 certificate. So what you're doing is you do first 30, 30 and 40, something like that. You distribute among these 3. And the certificate will be on the same way. There will be a guy standing there. He's sending the kid up there, and another guy is sending the certificate accordingly. So one of you are announcing the name. Few things will go here and there, it's fine. But as long as you understand the sequence, it will go right.
Okay, so
Yes.
if the one same kid has a 2 or 3, 4 certificates, he's going
All
to
of them
be
should be together.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
see,
good.
that's a good point, right? So,
Sometimes the boys
yeah.
are coming
Come
too.
So
Yeah.
what you're doing is you're making, this is your job, you're making that note, right? And go into the certificate distribution number, or make a note here somewhere, right? Say if more than 1 certificate, right? You need to, this is where the beauty is, right? All those tiny, if you pay attention to these small things, it will go really nice and smooth. The more better planning we do, it will be nice. So if you have more than 1 certificate for a student, then they should be combined. That's the ask. And update the cert distribution number there. That there is a number for cert distribution. It is number 17. So update number 17. Okay. So that's on that. Okay. So now the second thing is, any more question before we move on to the next thing? Okay, very good. So when you look at here, right, I have produced a lot of content there. So this is the first rev of content. This content, Dakshesh, you listening?
Yeah.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. And you can see us as well, right?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
I can see the whiteboard a little.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. But you're listening, right? Yeah, this thing is recorded as well, so you will be fine. So this text from here on, it belongs to you guys. You are welcome to change it the way it feeds. You can change the sentence, because this is a hard sentence I have written. You rewrite it in your own flow, the way you feel it sounds better. And nobody is saying you have to stick to this. You can reduce them to 3, you can reduce them to, or you can increase them. You need to time. So when you do practice, not today, when you do next practice, you're timing your from start to finish, how long it takes. So why it is important. So there is an Excel file, right? In that Excel file, we have this thing, we have event number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that, right? All events are written all the way up to 17. Right? And then we are saying this particular one is like 1 minute, this is 1 minute, this is 3 minutes, this is 6 minutes, 8 minutes, something like that, right? You need to add here your time, right? You may not be correct, but first day when you do it, see how long your time comes. So if all of that added is 2 hours, your time, MC time to speak all the script may comes out 30. Right? So you may be fine based on this. But if your time is coming out 45 minutes, we need to cut down. Right? So that you will do very easy. Don't get like, overwhelmed with this. It's very easy. What you do is next day when you sit down, all 3 of you from virtual, and we have done this multiple times. So you will start, you will say first MC, Namaste, my name is this. It is with my immense joy. You're just speaking like this. Then say go second one, then third one. And then you time yourself start to finish, and then you will say, you know what, this whole text is only 25 minutes, we give 5 minutes for our other thing, so we'll be fine. Okay, so that's that one, right? So
We can see this one while referring, yes?
yes, oh yeah, absolutely. And this is what you do, not this format. So what I will be asking you is print it in this format, A5. This is A4, right? A4 looks very big paper. So when somebody sees you from distance, it looks look at me, right? If I'm holding this, it looks like I'm just reading the script. And if you think like this, see how it changes. So what you do is print a eYogi logo behind it, right? A little bit like a hard one, right? And on top of that, you do it. So print it in A5 and read it like this. You're welcome to read. And many times what you need to do is when you read it like this, right? Even if the sentence is tough, so you're holding your mic, and if you read it like this, the people won't know. So what you do is you don't read like this. There is a trick to it. So this eyes, so you just put it like this up to this distance, mic is here, and you're reading like this. See, if I look down the distance, because you are on the stage, you're already looking down, so they won't feel you're directly reading from here. So in the meantime, you go up, down, reduce your sentences. These are hard sentences, very long, reduce them a little bit. You have plenty of time. Why? See this here. You will be reciting this every week, at least 4 weeks of practice. And that day, you come from here, you go to this side on the stage, right? When the performance is happening, you have plenty of time. All you're doing is reading what's my next sentence, right? You're reciting this again. Okay, I need to say that. That's not my thing. Then you come here and this thing is open, and then you're saying, okay. So it's you have enough time there. For each performance, you get enough time to practice. It's not that you don't have time. There's plenty of time there. You get it? Excellent. Okay, Dakshesh, you get it?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, we just want to make sure you're alive. You're still not sleeping there. Okay.
I'm not sleeping.
Okay, very good. Okay, you keep understanding it. Okay, so the next thing, so now I will give you some tricks of trade. We will go over this. So what this is, it's nothing major. If you understand, it's not a whole lot in here. It sounds like too many pages, but it's just a sequence, and there is text in it, right? We will go through that text later on. So now we go, do you get this part? Okay, so we'll make a photo later on for this one, so that we have one photo. Okay, so now I will go over some of the tricks of the trade. So let's understand what those are. So this is specifically for you, Dakshesh and Tathagat, right? Remember this thing. When you are these are the qualities of the MC, how you do it. And this is where what I'm teaching you is basically a lifelong skill. This is a very good skill in your life. Dakshesh, when you grow up, you will remember me for this, you also, that this is a skill which is going to stick with you forever. It gives you confidence, how to speak, how to effectively convey the message to others. So when you are interviewing, next time when you sit down with somebody with the interview, you will see the power of this class today. It will come out that day. So what we need to do here, right? So let me start walking you through few qualities, what you need to develop here. Give me 1 second. Okay, I have made my notes. Where the hell was it? Okay, I thought I did make notes. Apologies for this. Okay, give me 1 second.
You go to iCloud.
No, it's a. Okay, that's interesting. What happened there? I don't understand. I thought I copied it with lots of things. Take 1 minute break, okay, guys? Apologies for this. I thought.
No, no, water, thanks.
I will have water a little bit, sir. Sorry about this.
Can you start? Yes.
Okay. You disappeared? Already got bored with me? How are you? Okay, so now basically some qualities, right? What do you, this video will be recorded as well, so you can watch it next time as well. So basically, when you are doing MC role, this is about me giving you that confidence. 300 people on the audience, they are there to watch you. Who knows about the script most? You. Who has practiced it most? You. Who knows what is coming next? You. Right? They don't know. Even if you go, right? Even if you go on the stage, this script is a guide, right? This is what we need to do. If, say, for example, you come under pressure and you can't speak or anything, all you need to do is go there, guys, the next performance is this, and come off. That's it. That's it. Simple.
If there is nothing to, nothing, don't have a paper, we do the same thing.
That's all people doing. So this is just to give the flavor to it. So always remember this. You know your script, you have written it and you have read it. So this is a very good thing to have, but this is not an essential thing. The most important thing is you facing the people. So few tips. Always face people. Look at their eyes. Don't look at their knees here. Always look at eyes. Scan them. Next thing what you need to do is, if you're presenting to this side, make sure you're also looking this side. You always scan, you always say it, like you say some sentences to this side, then this, then this. So you're scanning the whole audience. The one thing you should never do is like you're standing like this and you're going from the stage and you have turned your back. Very bad. This is the one thing, if you're doing it, that shows as a MC you have not learned the skill. The moment you show back, all the audience is seeing your back, even if they see for 5 seconds. Imagine, right, if you're sitting there and you're like standing like this, how it looks bad. So never. If you need to go off the stage, don't turn, always go like this. If you have to turn, so always face to the audience. The audience is there to see you, not the other people. Remember this. The second thing is the chemistry. So these are very good. So these are do's and don'ts. Chemistry. This is so important. Have you seen the India Got Talent and all these kind of shows? If you have two hosts, the most important thing in them is chemistry. Chemistry means you never contradict each other. Say, for example, I went there, right? In the enthusiasm, I spoke your line as well. So the last thing you want in there is say something, oh, okay, that was my line. The moment you said anything like that, or even you showed even a small reaction, negative reaction to your fellow, that everything will fall apart, because the audience are very clever. You may have seen, when you're sitting in the audience, you may have seen some MCs doing this. You will say, what the hell these guys are doing stage? They don't even put their act together. So what you do is, you come off the stage. At that time, you let them speak. Come off the stage. If you want to slap the other guy, it's fine. Right? That's okay. Right? Because they spoke your line. But what you don't do is on the stage. You get it? Yeah. So in stage, it should be like a married couple. It's like they're married forever. The chemistry should be such that, it's like a fun. It's having fun. The more fun you two have, the public is going to enjoy completely. They are there to see your fun there on the stage. Even though you don't stick to this, have fun there. Like, fun means good chemistry. Show them that you know your stuff. That's the message you want to give them. I know my stuff. What I'm doing, I know this. I know better than any of you. Okay? That's important there. So that's the voice as well, the clarity of voice. That day, what you do is you take one of those honey tablets, right? It's important that you take that in honey, because it soothes your. Sometimes what happens when you're speaking in the mic, if your throat is not clear, sometimes सर जी मैं आपको बाद में कॉल करूंगा, ठीक है, आज नहीं कल. हाँ मैं किसी मिडिल में हूँ थोड़ा किसी चीज के. ओके बाय बाय बाय. So basically, why do you need to take? Because you won't feel it, but people will feel it. Why? If your voice is being amplified by this, if you have little bit of वो हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं खरास, उसको इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? I don't know. It's like, you know, the side notes are coming if your throat is not.
It's called sore throat.
Sore throat, okay, he's saying. Even little bit. So sometimes it's nice to have, and always have a bottle of water on side. So whenever you go out, you drink little bit. Have you observed this? If you go in any music shows, especially the Indian, because they care most. If you go in any Indian, there is a guy called manager. He's always running, having a water bottle with him. And Anup, singer is there. He'll just give him, and all he's going to do is sip. A tiny drink he will sip. So what that sip does, it soothes your throat, right? So this is a good thing. So always have, whenever you're speaking, a tiny little bit of sip, and what it does, it creates a smoothness in your throat, okay? And you will feel it, because when you speak under pressure, one of the most the first reaction is dry throat, and it comes from Bhagavad Gita as well. You know, when Arjuna was under pressure and he says Sidanti mama gatrani, that sloka comes, and what he says, like, my throat is drying up. That's what he says. That's what happens when you are under pressure, okay? So remember that. So what we said, let's repeat. One thing, chemistry, we said, that needs to be there. You need to watch out for your voice. You need that voice. And then we talk about voice modulation, right? Voice modulation, what that means, right? These are qualities you need to develop over time, specifically for you, because you have a long future. So if you speak in the same thing, so if you speak in the same, like flat, you know what people will say when the person is there on the stage, MC, they go back, that guy is just boring, he just speaks flat. Like, you know, so your voice need to have up downs. So what that means, up down means not saying high volume, low volume. Up down means a mix of high volume, low volume, and emotions. And emotions matched with the face. So if you say with the flat face, and if you're saying a joke, it won't go well. So when the joke is there, right time, you have to laugh. So you have to have that expression. So developing expressions, facial expressions, along with the modulation. For example, right, if I recite this sloka, right, on the stage, Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. See, last two sentences, I created a vibe. If I have said this flat, it won't go well with the public. So what you do is, wherever you find, you just say Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. So your face should be coming out smiley, and like always smile, never have serious face. That's another thing. So voice modulation. But most important thing, all the things which I am telling here, they come only when you have this thing memorized. Memorize means at least you know. So the worst thing what happens under pressure, the worst part of this is comes human brain. If I know my line, what I need to say, right? If I know my line, then my entire focus is on chemistry, voice modulation, audience, and all that. If I don't know my line, tell me where my attention will be. My attention will be on this script. Right? All I'm worried about is, what am I going to say next? None of this will come. Right? So if you know your stuff well, already you know it, and you have practiced it a couple of times, then entire thing you are saying, your focus is on how am I going to create engagement with them. So you need to know your line. That's why practice is the most important thing. Again, I'm telling you this, remember this, there is a huge difference. People can do a MC role on stage. They can do whatever way. You guys are learning the lifelong skill. This is not for today. When you go to your work someday, work events are happening, you will be the first one who will come out saying, I want to do MC role, because I have done in past and I know all these tricks. This is a skill added in your personality. That's how you put it, okay? So that's what it is. So that's that. And as I said earlier, adaptability needs to be there. Quick thinking needs to be, means adopt as per the situation will change, and I will go through some of the distraction, how you handle distraction, okay? Organization and time management, as I told you already, that's already we did. And there needs to be professionalism, right? You never use loose words. I have seen people, they use loose words. You don't use loose words. What that means is sometimes people make joke which are seen inappropriate. So you don't offend. Also know your audience. So what that means is, if I'm going to say something there, right, out of script, if you're sticking to script, you know already you can't go wrong. But it's hard to always stick to script because you will be saying something. If you say something, you need to know your audience, who I'm. If you make a joke and you're joking about some Western people, then there is a person from white person is sitting there, brown is sitting there, Indians are sitting there, other. So you need to watch out what you say. We have seen people make joke like on stage, they will say, oh, inse zyada paise le lo. Like that. They will say, right, you're doing donation and you're making fun like that. Make jokes, but don't offend any. That's the main thing. So jokes need to be there, but no offending, because always remember 300 people are sitting there. They are watching us. You don't want them to take a bad experience from eYogi Gurukul, right? There is a brand eYogi Gurukul is on your shoulder that time. You always remember that. This is the brand we have established, and you are carrying, you are the 3 people who are carrying this brand in the event. So that's another thing, okay? And then energy and enthusiasm, right? We already talked. Energy need to be there. That day, have a chocolate. It's allowed. Before you go, chocolate gives you like a kind of a boost. Sugar always gives you a boost. So always have an energy drink or something, because you're running around, so energy goes down. Not only water, have a vitamin water or something, you drink it, because you are going to be there in pressure situation for 3 hours, a minimum, and from start to finish. When you go first time on the stage, always there will be pressure, nervousness, and it will take at least, for a good MC, it takes 2 to 3 minutes. For a professional MC, it will take probably 1 minute. For a person like you who are going there, it could take 5 to 15 minutes, maybe 2 performances to come over your anxiety. If you ask me, it lasts 1 minute for me at a minimum. Even if I speak there, if I go there for like speaking for 15 minutes, you can see, if you watch my video, you will see first 5 seconds to 10 seconds, I will be nervous too. If you watch closely, you will see, you will feel it. So what I'm trying to tell you, nobody, I have done this, I don't know how many times. No matter how many times I go on that stage, I feel nervous. So if somebody is telling you they don't feel nervous when they go on stage, they're lying. It's a simple thing. So you are not the only one. That day, if you feel nervous, if you have anxiety, if you have little bit of stage fear, that's perfectly normal. But remember what I'm telling you. You are going to be a good person with this. You will be sincere. You will be like 1 to 2 minutes. That's my estimate. Within 1 to 2 minutes, your anxiety will go. Right? So that's a temporary phase you will go through with anxiety. So don't worry too much about it. Have confidence on your practice sessions. Okay? So that's on that. And let's see what else is there. Do's we already talked. Adopt. Oh yes, that's another thing. Don't dominate the event. What that means is the MC time, you need to remember that our time cannot exceed too much. We are going there and nobody is listening to us. So when I say adaptability, reduce your content. If you are practicing this, right, if you find there is too much content, we are just speaking there, like performance is only 3 minutes and out of that 2 minutes we are speaking. So maybe we cut down that. So you guys are the judge for that. When you go through this experience, you will say, no, Raj bhai, this is not good. there is too much in it, we'll reduce it a little bit. We'll just take the summary out of it, put it into the chat GPT and say reduce it by that, and it will do for you. And these days it's very good. You just say MC123, copy paste, reduce, and it will reduce, right? And you can even give words reduce by 30%, it will do that as well. It's very smart. So that's that. Obviously be on time there, understand so you need to, how many practice sessions you need to do from here on. You will do one today live, right? And then from here on every week you are doing virtual sessions, right? Then a minimum one session when on Friday, event is on Sunday, on Friday or Saturday, whenever we get a chance. So all of you are MCs are not doing any work, you are on the side on the stage and you're doing a live practice there. And we have, our experience shows our MCs have never failed. They have done tremendous work. When they go on stage, they're confident, and people have given so good feedback. They say, how come these kids are so good? This is what it is. Like a 1.5 months before we are doing this practice session, right? That's the beauty of it, okay? And the reason I'm doing this way, because next time when we grow up, this Gurukul is yours, you will do it, okay? So that's that. Now we will talk about distractions. So these things are good notes, and this video we will make live as well. Any questions there? No? Is it good, or is it boring, or is it interesting?
Interesting.
Okay, interesting, very good. Okay. So
Honey tablet, what
Strepsils, yeah, Strepsils, yeah. Yeah, and there is,
you love it.
I always keep with me, whenever I go, two things I always keep: a tablet and water bottle. Always, whenever I do lecture as well, and you will see me, I'm sipping a little bit. I have learned this with them. See, I was speaking, my voice, if you pay attention and if you zoom into my voice, you will see a difference over time, that whenever you sip water, it becomes smoother, right? So it's just a small sip, that's all it is. Okay, now we talk about most important thing is distractions. Okay, so let's understand what distractions are. And this is very important. Okay, so far we said everything goes according to plan, but that's not how the real world is. Things fall apart, things will change. So you are going to have, as a MC, you're going to face two types of distraction. Dakshesh, you're listening?
Yeah.
Very good, man. External, I'm going to speak loud so you can hear from here. Two types of distraction: external and internal, right? Distractions will put you under pressure. Under pressure, you will have distractions. So what you will have is, number one, external, there will be noise. Too much noise. Sometime you will find that, people are making noise, nobody is listening to you. So your morale goes down. You will see specifically in the temple, everybody is doing their own talks. And you're on the stage and then you see, who is listening to me? Right? So everybody's chatter is going on. So that's where the MC's role comes. Nobody else is going to come on that stage. Nobody else is holding the mic, is going to tell the people to shut. It is you who need to do, right? So what you do is you hold the mic, you need to understand, you need to say that loudly. So see this here, the way mic holding technique, I didn't give you other. Very important that day. You guys practice your mic, right? This is the one thing most MCs don't do it. They don't pay attention to. If you hold your mic here, nobody is going to listen.
Last time has happened.
Yes, mic should be here, at least here. What I do normally, I touch my mic here normally. If you slight touch here, right, slight, nobody will know you're touching, you're like this, because these audio systems, whatever we have, they are not good quality. So if you are here, then your voice is quite close to it, so people will hear it. So what you need to do is make sure your mic is not here. If it is here, nobody is going to listen. So what you do is you test it. That day before the event, you test it out, see whether the person, one of you stand far back, whether they can listen. But remember this, if they can listen when the hall is empty, there is no guarantee when the hall is full and chatter is going, they will listen, right? So mic needs to be here all the time. And you can play with mic. So if you put little more closer, the voice, whatever you say, if you amplify your voice, everybody will say here. So you can literally bring it closer. Can I have attention, please? Right? You just shout little bit. So what you will find it all of sound, when the chatter is going, you made that call, people will calm down, people will come. But you need to make that call. But it cannot be offensive as well. If you say it in a way, people get offended as well. You don't want to say that as well, because they're chatting. So you want to say it in a, can I have attention, please, everybody, 2-3 times, they will look at you, and then all of a sudden calmness will come. So mic holding, very important. Now we talk about distraction, right? So the first distraction is noise. So don't get demoralized with the noise. Noise will be there. This is part of life, specifically in an Indian festival. People are there to enjoy, they are there to chat. Maybe they will see at a stage what's going on. Maybe, right? That's how it goes. So you need to understand that part. Okay, so noise. Number 2 is movement. This is another problem. And many people can get distracted. What will happen? You are holding the mic, this is the stage, kids are running. From there, the kids are running there. Somebody is standing from here, going there. That will happen. So it is your job to bring the calmness as much as you can. Please sit down. You can have 1 or 2 calls on it, but be ready for this. That's all I'm saying. If you're not ready, that day all of a sudden you experience, then they will say, Guruji never taught us about this. This is out of syllabus. Right? This is out of syllabus. Okay. Then another thing will happen is this damn audio video, it never works. Right? You're going to have some sort of problem that day with this. Mark my words, something will happen, right? So be prepared for that as well. So you need to understand what's going on, whether people can listen to you or not. It's good to check with you are on stage. You are in control. So it is your duty to make sure everybody listen to you. You are giving that stage to the performers. So you control the audience, you control the performers, you control everything. That's how you need to have a mindset. You need to create an environment of where people can perform, audience can listen. That environment belongs to you. So this is the quality you need to develop. Remember this, audio video will be a trouble, okay? Then lights. Another problem sometime comes. You may have some problems with lights, people can't see you or something like that goes on. Hopefully in temple you won't have, sometime there is a flickering light, it disturbs you. So be ready for that. These are external disruption. Now what will happen internally? That's happening outside. But something also happening in your own mind. So the most important thing what will happen to you is pressure. You will feel under pressure all the time because you have a script on your hand and you need to finish it. You need to go on stage, face 300 people. So be ready for that. That's part of life. That's right. You will have, because of pressure, you are going to have a little bit of stress as well. So which means if your body is a little bit trembling, sometime it happens. I have seen people, it happens to me as well. You go first time on stage, your hand is a little trembling, and that's normal, you need to understand. This is nothing abnormal. As I said, if you hold on to that few moments initially, this will go away. But initially for a minute or 2, first time you go on stage, it will happen. How do you control it? The best way to control it is if you practice. If you practice here, then you practice online, then you go on stage that day or before. And then remember, if the event is starting 11 o'clock, what we do normally, we tell MCs to go on the stage, do a live practice while all this happening without mic. So you're doing while everybody is preparing, you 3 MCs, remember this whole script is only half an hour, right? So when the stage is ready, everything is there, all the audience is there, just before the event starts, you 3 are in a corner practicing. Your anxiety, pressure, everything will go away immediately because what you will remember, oh, see this way I change my voice. See, this is how you do it. You all of a sudden, when the audience, you draw their attention and drop your voice, everybody listens. So that's what you do, okay? So that's that. Stress, nervousness, that's another thing. You will be nervous, okay? Then break. this is another thing happens. I have seen this break in flow of speech. This is normal. What happens when you're speaking something, you may tremble your voice or you may forget your line. That happens, right? So if that happens, if a line forgets, say she's not able to cope with that and you have felt it, what will you do?
I'll just start talking.
Yeah, jump in, right? Jump in there. Remember, jump in there and just navigate the path. Take it and practice for this. Like if somebody breaks, what will you do? Like, it's okay. Have some fun. As I said, always remember back of your mind. Only you know that you need to speak this much for the performance. They don't know, right? In a normal event, you just go there, here is the next performer. So that's what you do. You just simply switch and do it. So that's how you do it. So, and what this leads to, these both of them leads to one thing, and that is what we call is break in thoughts. What that means is, whatever you are thinking at that moment of time, these distraction will let you, in Hindi हम बोलते हैं भूल जाते हैं. Means you forget what you were supposed to do next. You literally forget because the distraction comes and you forget your next line. What am I doing? Because if you're stressed, you forget. If you're movement or noise, you forget. That's where we have this thing in our hand, right? So in every MC event, you have this A5. You always have this in your hand. If you forget, they forget. So we always say, you always have this, but this needs to be nice, right? What you normally do is print A5, cut them, put them in sequence. You only take the one which you want. So you always have a table on this side and you put a poster on it, MC's table, and you put all your slides like MC1, MC2, MC3, and whichever is doing, always have pen there. Just tick, next I'm going. So next page you take on the stage and you recite, you put that at that page, come back, next page. You will see, you will do flawlessly on it. Okay, so that's on that. And apart from that, I think we have covered majority of stuff there. Whatever I wanted to teach you there, these are the important things. So what we will do now is, if you have any questions, do it. Otherwise, we start a practice. Dakshesh, you ready?
Yeah.
See this here. Now, I spoken for 5 minutes. My mouth is dry already. So that's why I need to drink a little bit of one sip. Okay, so what we need to do, this is where it starts. Welcome. Dakshesh, do you have the script?
I think I don't.
You don't? Okay. Let me send it to you.
Okay.
Do you have आपके पास है ना उसका? ओके, नहीं प्रिंट करने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैं ऐसे ही भेज दे रहा हूँ, उसको बोलना मोबाइल में खोलो. ओके, आई एम सेंडिंग टू यू, जस्ट 1 minute, ओके. Manish.
Papa, are you gonna send it on my phone?
No, mama phone or maybe your phone. I send it to your phone.
ये लो, आ गई.
Okay.
हाँ,
I send now.
इसको भेज दो. Just send him. So MC1 in this case is, we have written here notes. Where is my MC1? Yeah, MC1 is Anuradha ji, MC2 is Tathagat, MC3 is Dakshesh. And we have guest MCs, Satish Gupta ji, Hemati Nandan, Hemant Nandan, and Pradyuman Mishra ji. They are guest MCs. So wherever it's written, you go through that. And so now I know the text is too much. We will practice and remove them, right? Flow. So let's go with. Dakshesh, let me know when you have it.
Okay.
Namaste all, my name is Anuradha Ravnath. It is my immense joy and
Got it.
pride.
Yeah. Say the distraction. Live example.
I didn't get anything.
I proved it.
Papa, I didn't get it.
And what is also important, you make fun, the best way in any event, rather than making fun of others, if you make fun of each other and yourself, that's the best way people enjoy. And you always have that fun. right? Create something. I haven't, this is very flat script, so you create some fun, right? Sometime like last time in one event we said one MC will always enter, like whenever he's entering he'll just jump like this. Oh. So the other guy is saying, you can't ever come on this stage without falling, okay? And see, audience, he'll come next time he does again. I told you, look, this guy, who made him MC, right? Like that, you have fun.
Yes, you got it.
Okay, very good. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so let's open. So you are MC3, remember? Okay. So you go from the number one welcome and come to MC3. So now MC1 go. अभी सब पढ़ के बोलना. You all have to recite. Don't need to look up or anything. Just recite. Okay. Go for MC1.
Namaste all. My name is Anuradha Raghunath. It is with immense joy and pride that we gather here today to celebrate the graduation day of eYogi Gurukul. This is a truly special occasion, or one that invites us to reflect on our journey with a gratitude and joy.
Namaste, my name is Tadagat. Today we come together to honor the unwavering dedication of our gurus, the enthusiasm of our bright young learners, and the invaluable support of all those who have contributed to this remarkable journey.
MC.
Namaste. My name is Dakshay Sharma. A heartfelt thank you goes out to the parents who have placed their trust in us, providing their children with the opportunity to engage in enriching courses offered by eYogi Gurukul.
Since its founding in 2019, a Yogi Gurukul has been devoted to making the profound wisdom of Hinduism and the priceless of science accessible, relevant, and meaningful, especially for our young minds.
We believe that Hinduism and science are not separate realms of knowledge, but rather interconnected pathways to understanding life, nature, and the universe.
By harmonizing ancient spiritual insights with modern scientific thought, our goal is to inspire curiosity, neutral critical thinking, and instill a deep-rooted sense of culture identity.
Okay. So wait there. Okay. So what we are going to do is he is having difficulty in some of the words. So Tathagat, this is your job. MC3s using ChatGPT, make it very simple. Very simple for him. Okay. Simple means get rid of all the tough words. See whether he can do it.
We'll try one day.
हाँ ना उसको थोड़ा टफ वर्ड से सिंपल वर्ड्स कर देंगे. सो एंड देन व्हाट यू कैन आल्सो डू इज फॉर हिम reduce it by 30% at least, because he's youngest one we have, so 30 to 40% reduction on his script.
Yeah,
So
a lot of the words in general, they're
exactly.
a bit bigger.
So what you do is you take some of that to you too. So you're distributing. So take MC1 and 2 take more, he takes less, and one small line, and which is basically simple. उसको हिंदी comfortable है क्या हिंदी में? हाँ तो नहीं करेगा. He'll do it, no problem. So just we need to do that. So we need to help him out. See, he has a lot of time in his life as well. Go for it. Next.
When we think of science, one of the first questions that arises is, how did this universe come into being? Modern science suggests that it's originated from a single point of energy, often referred to as nothing. In our tradition, we recognize this as a Shiva, the essence of consciousness that remains eternal while everything else is merely an appearance.
At eYogi Gurukul, Guru Shiva Kumarji has imparted the teachings of the Shivapasana mantra to our students.
Yes.
To honor the profound wisdom, let us begin our event with a Vedic mantra based on Shivapasana performed by our talented students.
Very nice. Very nice.
Please
I think we have to
join us
change it to
in
Shruti and
welcoming our students to the stage for the Shivapasana mantra chanting.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So that's perfect. Now let's go to number 2.
Vedic mantra chanting.
Yeah. So basically that happens. See the way it should be, right? So what we are doing is, if you look at, it's the theme we are building, right? Some of the words may not be perfect there. We're building a theme around Shiva chanting, and then we're entering into the Shivopashana, and from there on you go to the next. Okay, MC1. Ab yahan se kya ho raha hai? What is happening there? Remember, first time 3 MCs are on stage. From there on, it's rotating MC1 and MC2 on stage. MC3 is not there. Okay, next time it will be MC2 and 3. Next time MC3 and 1. You don't want 3 people there, only 2. Okay, so go for it. MC1.
We would like to thank our sponsors for the event. Premier Insurance, there's a stall over there. Please visit them. Visit and have a look.
Yeah.
Celtic Tiles and
List all. Yeah. Okay, MC2.
Let's welcome our guests.
Yeah,
President.
whoever is available. Yeah, exactly. So this is where, see this here, what will happen, Anuradha ji, is that, right, majority of time this is starting around 12 o'clock, right, where your event starts. Majority of time the important guests, like special guest and these people, won't be there. So we will have 2 types of diyas. One is the long diya, other one is a table, right, where we have eYogi symbol, nice symbol, and there will be like around 40 or 50 you can put tea lights. So this, ideally we should start our event. So whoever chief guest is available, you just light, you know, the big diya we have, in that you just light 1 tea light, right? You just light 1 tea light, invite them, just start the event. If you don't have anybody available, you call like Hanumanta ji or trustee, president or secretary, they will come and they will light the diya, so event can start. Okay, so this is where event will start. It's after this, because before we have mantra chanting.
But normally we start with the Ganesha mantra, yes?
Um,
Here we started with the Shiva.
And that's how the sequence, you can change it if you want, right? I don't know, do we have Ganesh mantra? We don't.
Yeah, last time before we start, we did.
So you can change it. So talk to each other and see that if you can.
Ganesha, and then we will light the lamp, and then actual our events are started.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you can. That's no problem. We can make small changes. Okay. Number 3, main lamp lighting segment on Vedic physics and philosophy. So go for MC2.
Approximately 2,600 years ago, sorry,
Yeah.
Sage Kanad composed the Vedic physics, also known as the Vaisheshika Sutras.
Vaisheshika. Okay, say that with me 5 times now.
Vaisheshika.
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 Sutra.
Sutras.
Very good. Okay.
This remarkable text consists of 370 sutras divided into 10 chapters. Rishi Kanad introduced the first atomic theory long before it was recognized in the West, where John Dalton published his version in 1804.
Okay, MC3, can you go for these long lines? Dakshish?
Rishi
Kanad. Dakshish, say with me 3 times. Rishi Kanad.
Rishi Kanand.
Rishi Kanad.
Rishi Kanand.
Rishi Kanad.
Rishi Kanand.
Okay, now go for it.
Rishi Kanand discussed the
Concepts of, yeah.
of Anu and Parmanu,
Yeah.
which correspond to atoms and molecules.
Okay.
He was, yeah.
Okay, go for it, yeah.
Yeah, he was the first to demonstrate that the universe is composed of these tiny particles known as anu or atoms.
Very good.
Here is fascinating fact.
Yeah.
His
Vaisheshika. Yes, go for it. Vaisheshika Sutra.
His sutras contain the original
Formulations
of Newton's first and third laws of motion, while the second law is closely related.
Okay, very good. Go for you. We will discuss, we will see what's the progress of his, right? What we will do is we will simplify this script for you a little bit. We'll reduce it, we'll simplify it and see how it goes.
Yeah,
Okay.
simplify.
No, I think he will be fine. You just need to simplify it. Go.
Moreover, the Vaisheshika Sutras address the law of gravity, the cyclic nature of the universe, and the idea that the universe itself is not ultimately real.
MC3.
Rishi Kanand also explored the theory of consciousness.
Consciousness, yeah.
Consciousness.
Yeah.
Asserting
Yeah.
that the ultimate reality
Yeah.
of this universe is consciousness itself,
Yeah.
while everything else is merely
In appearance. Yeah.
Interestingly, modern science is beginning to arrive at similar conclusions today.
Very good. MC2.
It's remarkable to note that Indian rishis have been exploring scientific concepts for thousands of years. For instance, during the Mahabharata war in 5561 BCE, a profound text known as the Bhagavad Gita emerged. While many view the Gita as a source of motivation and guidance, it is also a significant work of science detailing the composition of the universe.
Okay, go for it. MC3. Can you? I don't think it will be difficult for you to recite it. So maybe we'll change the sequence a little bit. Okay. So MC2, you go for it.
The meaning of this sloka is earth, water, fire, air, space, mind, intellect, and ego. These are the 8 components of my material energy.
Okay, MC3.
Now let us invite the students of Purva Ji who have studied the Bhagavad Gita to recite a few important shlokas for us.
Very good. Okay, excellent. So we'll go into the slokas, right? So that's that done. So what we have learned in this one is that again there is a lot of text here. So I'll talk offline. We will make some changes in it. So good. Okay. Now this is MC3 plus MC1, which is MC3. So we might have to change some of the sequence. Go for MC3.
Now let me share insights about other remarkable scientific text from India known as the Surya Siddhanta.
Surya Siddhanta. Everyone say with me Surya Siddhanta.
Surya
Siddhanta.
Siddhanta.
Surya Siddhanta.
Surya Siddhanta.
Yeah, Surya Siddhant. You don't have to say ta, right? Why? Because British and they use a because they can't pronounce Siddhant. So Surya Siddhant.
Surya Siddhanta.
Surya Siddhant. Okay.
Surya Siddhanta.
Yeah, it's a book. Yeah, go for it. So this is one thing I'm asking you also as part of this. Read a little bit about it. So if you read what Surya Siddhant is, it forces you. Then even though you don't have a script that day, you forget. You say, you know what? If you have read about Surya Siddhant, I can give a lecture on Surya Siddhant for 1 hour. So Surya Siddhant, I can literally say, the planets, guys, the planets, all the planets in Surya Siddhant, 9 planets. They have been written with 5% accuracy. Diameter of the planet today, 1500 years back. So if you memorize your thing, you don't need it. That's what this whole thing is about, you taking you back into the journey of your color, your roots as well. Right? It's not all about just being MC. You're learning about your culture and civilization. So this opportunity is about learning about what the hell is Surya Siddhant. Let me learn. If you read Surya Siddhant from now until then, that day you don't need a script. You will just speak so much about Surya Siddhant, right? Okay, go for it. And where we were? MC1. Yeah. What this text?
What this text contains is truly astonishing. It includes a comprehensive list of all the planets in our solar system, along with their diameters,
Yeah.
measured with an impressive accuracy of 5%.
Yes.
Yes, you heard that right.
Yes. Okay, very good. MC3, go for it. To emphasize. You there? दक्षेश कुछ जूम वो हो गया लग रहा है.
That's it?
Emphasize.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Emphasize.
Yeah. Significance. Yeah. Of this knowledge.
Of this knowledge, Indian rishis recognize that there are 9 planets
Orbiting.
orbiting the sun long before the West acknowledged this,
Okay.
which began with the Greeks in the 4th century BC and was further explored by
Galileo in 1610. Right. Okay. And then MC1.
Additionally, Indian rishis understood that the earth is round and rotates on its axis. The Surya Siddhant also calculated the length of the year as 365.2421756 days, which is only 1.4 seconds off from the modern estimates.
Yeah. Okay. So see this here, how you create emotions. So when you say is like when you're saying this, right? Obviously you will read and improve in coming days. You'll say like if you understand the whole text, you say, look, guys, Surya Siddhant, the 1500 years old text, is telling us the length of the year. See, when I say this, 365.241756, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 decimal. Can you believe that? 1.4 second different than what we have today. Can I have a clap for that for our rishis? That comes if you know the text, right? Okay, go for it. MC, who was that? MC1? MC3, go for it.
in the Rig Veda,
Yeah.
the sun is revered as the identity
As DT, yeah?
as
Yeah. Aditya. Aditya. Aditya.
Advidya.
Aditya. Aditya. Say with me 3 times. Aditya.
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 Very good. Okay, go for it.
Known as Aditya.
Yeah.
There is a beautiful
Stotra. Stotra. Say with me 3 times. Stotra.
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 Stotra. Stotra.
Stotra.
हाँ वेरी गुड स्तोत्र वेरी गुड दिस इज गुड ये इनकी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है ये प्रॉब्लम है पूरे वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड की उसका रीजन है दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम विद द वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड फॉर योर इंटरेस्ट 26 इंग्लिश हाउ मेनी अल्फाबेट्स आर देयर 26 in English. How many are in Sanskrit? 52, right? It can go up to 65 people say, but 52 alphabets. So how many combinations of words we can create with this? Ideally, if you say 26 combination of it, right? But do you know any of you how many words are there in Oxford Dictionary? See, you guys don't read 600k. Right? 600,000 words are in Oxford Dictionary this. And Sanskrit has minimum, we are saying. We believe there are 1 billion words originally in Sanskrit. But today we have counted up to 2 million. So now, can you draw a parallel between these two? For every English word, can you have this? Not possible, right? So what becomes? Dharma, D-H-A-R, dharma becomes religion. Because there is no word for dharma in English, right? So the only word closest is religion. So they call, we are religion, you are also a religion. While we are dharma, right? This is the problem. And then what they can't do, say this here, ka, kha. See, they can't pronounce different. Why? Because English has only taught you, think about this, English has only taught you whatever voice comes out from my mouth, the voice column, divide that in 26 ways. Think about what I'm saying. Whatever voice is coming out, the voice, you can only divide 26 ways. If you learn Sanskrit, the same voice can be divided in 52. As a result, you can understand the difference between ka and kha. For majority people who have read here, who are reading here, they can't even do this. So when you recite Sanskrit, the first thing it's called Vak Shuddhi, means your speech becomes so powerful. When you learn Sanskrit, you become literally, if you look at the Sanskrit scholars, they are the most profound speaker on this planet. That's how it is. So that's why, see this here, the English people can't do this because they cannot do ka, kha, ga, gha, anga. See this ka, kha, ga, gha. They can't even say that. For them it's a ga, 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 whatever it is, right? So this is the problem. Okay, so now we go into it. So I just did that, just give you a break, this Aditya and other words. Now let's go with the Hinduism mantra basic, okay? So we finished that one, right? Is that correct? We finished that one?
No, he just.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Yeah, Stotra. We were in Stotra. Okay, go for it. I'm doing talking too much. Go for it, MC3.
Me?
Yes. Where were you? Last one, last sentence.
Okay. How wonderful it would be to witness these students chanting this
Okay, you do the
ancient
after.
stotram
Yes.
that has been passed down through generations. Let us now invite the students to perform the
Hirdayam.
Atiya,
Hirdayam. Hirdayam.
Itiyam.
आदित्य हृदयम स्तोत्रम आदित्य नो वरी वो पापा तेरे को सिखा देंगे डोंट वरी ही इज गुरु ऑन दैट ओके ये आपके वो हो जाएगा वो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं ओके आप MC1 यू वी फॉरगॉट दैट लाइन यू गो फॉर इट इट इज प्रेजेंटेड एज ए
It is presented as a powerful mantra that Lord Rama recites to invoke the blessings of the sun god before confronting Ravana. It's not Ravana, it's Guru Shivkumar.
yeah okay so
Yes, yeah, we have to
yeah
swap over.
so what we will do is right we will reduce some of the text for him right later on so what we will do is for now can you two recite the MC2 and Sri1 MC2 is one MC1 and you are like MC2 recite this one the Hinduism mantra one so we're going to basically what we are going to do is he has right now right there are 17 right so what we are going to do right now I have equally spread first one is 1 2 3 and after that we have like equally spread 1 2 3 something like that we are going to give him probably 20% rest 80% so you will get 40% 40% so in the 20% we need to simplify English so the good thing is for him he what age you are Dakshesh 11. See this. So we can't expect from. He's doing really well for 11. He's very good. See, he's doing really well for 11 year. I thought he's like 16, 17. So well done, well done. You're doing really well.
In classes, actually, he's always upfront.
Yeah, he's always excellent. Good job there. So what we will do, this is what we will do. 11. So what we need to do is 20% we need to cut down and we need to simplify him. So build the sequence such a way when you go here, build it. Try not to repeat yourself. Like if MC1 and 2 are on stage, next time should be another. But it's okay if you have to do because now you're managing this. So out of 17, you're giving him like 4 probably. Rest you are taking. Okay?
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
probably.
Huh?
Otherwise, we will do everything and calling he will do at the end, the next performance.
You decide, but give him no. What you do is give him at least 2 to 3, 2 to 4, at least 2 to 3 minimum. Give him 2 to 3.
No, I'm going to cut a lot of this down for myself, so I'll cut it down for him too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because
It's too much.
This is too much to say
Yes,
on a stage.
it is. You are absolutely right. It is too much. But this was intentionally built. If I have given you only 2 lines, what will you cut down? Right? If I have given you 5 lines, now you have a choice.
All the psychology.
Right? So that's why it is given. Okay. So now, okay, go for it. Number 6, you guys recite. Okay.
Let's delve deeper into the science of India from a linguistic perspective. One of the oldest languages on earth is Sanskrit,
Yeah.
which boasts 52 alphabets, while English only has 26.
Yeah.
The Oxford English Dictionary contains close to 600,000 words,
Yeah.
whereas Sanskrit is estimated to have nearly a billion words, or even more. Recent estimates suggest that around 2 million words are commonly used and counted in Sanskrit.
This highlights an important part. We should not strive to convert everything from Sanskrit to English, as there may not be equivalent words in English. Instead, we should embrace and use Sanskrit terms. For instance, Words like karma and dharma are integral to our understanding.
Indeed.
Oh no, it's me again.
Yeah.
Indeed, Hinduism is not merely a religion,
Oh.
it is a dharma. A religion
It's a
typically
mistake
follows
there.
a fixed doctrine, requiring a prophet and a sacred text. In contrast, Hinduism encompasses millions of texts and recognizes 33 primary deities. Thus, Hinduism represents a dharma that is far broader than the concept of religion.
Well said. It's akin.
Yeah, I can change these words. Yeah.
It's akin to wearing green glasses and being asked to perceive white light. You will only see green. When we analyze Hinduism through the lens of religion, we may only perceive it as a set of doctrines. However, Hinduism is more like white light. It is a way of life.
Since we are discussing Sanskrit, let us invite our esteemed scholar, Guru Pinakji, along with his students to engage in a conversation in Sanskrit.
Okay, very good. Go for MC3. Go for Dakshish. We are in number 7. I think इसका stop हो जा रहा है वो.
Garzan, listen me. Hello?
As we know, Hinduism.
Very good.
What?
Yeah, go. No problem. Go for it. Go for it, Dakshish.
What?
Yeah. Start.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
As we know, Hinduism was discovered through yoga, which is a profound science that connects the inner world to the outer world, bridging
Yes.
the spiritual realm with the materialistic
Listic 1. Very good. MC1.
At eYogi Gurukul, we had the privilege of collaborating with a renowned neuroscience consultant Dr. Shekhar from America to explore the science behind yoga. This enlightening lecture series spanned 6 months and covered various aspects of yogic science and meditation techniques.
Okay, MC3, go for it.
Now let us invite Dr. Hanuman Ji to share with us the insights and knowledge captured during this transformatic event.
Okay, so what we will do, right, in the interest of time, it's 8:30. So you have done this part, you have tasted what it like. We need to work on it a little bit more. So we take a break today. From here on, we switch to a virtual session and we complete virtual sessions from here on. So I have already scheduled a meeting. So there is a bit of work needs to be done. You come out with your reforms. You're a smart man. You know what I'm talking about. 80% to you guys, 20% to him, 3 to 4 sequence and whatever mistakes are there and reduce it, simplify it. That's it. The essence should remain there, right? So you are not only participating, you are also writing the script, right? Very good. Any last questions? And Dakshish, you did very well. Well done, man.
Thanks.
For your age, I couldn't even read these things. You are even at least reading them.
Oh yeah, very good.
हाँ वो हमारे यहाँ हिंदी में बोलते हैं वो नाक भी
Communication वालों में टीचर नहीं बोली हम कहेंगे मैं टीचर
11 साल में हम नाक भी नहीं पोंछ पाते थे ढंग से
11 years, really good.
Yeah, very good, well done. He's hanging in there. So that's
Where
it.
you are reading, sir? You are reading sports?
yeah last nearby
Last, okay.
Yeah, so there you go. Oh, we